The 13th of September, Rabbi Moore, Humash with Rashi, Akeida. Hi, Rabbi. How are you? I got a hold of Yoma, and I'm looking at 69b. I don't see the statement that the Yetzer Hara for idolatry is disgusting. I see the discussion of the Yetzer Hara, how they prayed that it should be removed.
Right.
But I don't see anything that says what we were talking about.
That i.e.
That I was saying that the idea of a Yetzer is that it's a it's a power. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. It can go either way. And you were saying no, you got to say it's abominable.
Again, just let me recap. You're saying that what did we have a discussion?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got to get the door.
Okay.
Sorry about that. It's our groceries for Rosh Hashanah.
Very good.
Very important interruption.
That's coming in.
I remember exactly what we were saying yesterday, or no, it was a couple of days ago actually.
No, it was last week.
It was yeah, you're right. I'm trying to remember now exactly what we were saying. I was looking for something that was saying that our attitude towards idolatry. Oh, I remember what we were saying. Yeah, we were saying we were reading something that was saying that idolatry is disgusting.
Right.
And I was saying that I one time came into contact with idolatry. I was given a gift by a foreign student of a set of figurines.
That which you afterwards showed to your Rav, and he said it's Avodah Zarah.
Avodah Zarah. And so my point was that there's nothing disgusting about it. I'm sorry, excuse me, I got to go to the door. Yes. Oh, hi, come on in, welcome. In the kitchen, please. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, Mayor.
Sure, unfortunately, I'd help you.
Okay, so are we where are we holding now?
Sorry, what? That's
Are we still back in Breshit, or are we on?
Yeah, no, we're still in Bereshit in Vayera, yes.
Oh,
Chapter
hold
21.
it. Okay, hold it. Chapter 21. Okay, hold on a second.
I'm sorry for the interruption. So I was saying there's nothing disgusting about those little figurines. In fact, if I hadn't asked the rabbi, I would have probably put it on the mantle. They were kind of nicely done. So what
the idea is a conceptual thing, meaning the Torah says shaketz to shaktzenu v'sav to savenu ki cheremu. In the pasuk in the beginning of Parshas Akev, the Torah tells us that to consider Avodah Zarah is the total antithesis of serving Hashem. And therefore, anything to do with Avodah Zarah, basically what Avodah Zarah is saying is that Hashem is not the sole power in the world.
But
Hashem's not
what
important.
I'm trying to say is that it's not the
as well.
antithesis at all. It's the underlying force. It is a desire for spirituality, which leads us.
Yes, but I'm saying I'm not talking about the Yetzer Hara.
To Hashem.
You're missing a point. I never said the Yetzer Hara for Avodah Zarah is disgusting. Avodah Zarah itself, the Torah says, is disgusting. You've got to treat it as something despicable and disgusting and abominable. That's why you have to treat the Avodah Zarah. Because, and Dafka, because of this point, is because there's the line between a drive to spirituality towards Hashem and the drive towards spirituality towards idols, right? The dividing line is not necessarily so clear. Therefore, the Torah points out anything on the idol side, keep far away from. Treat it as if something absolutely disgusting. The idol, right? Because the how shall I say it? Because the source of a drive to spirituality towards Hashem and a drive to spirituality towards something which is not the right way, which is idol worship, can be mixed up, shall we say, can be not so clearly defined. Therefore, the Torah tells you anything which has to do with idols, keep far, far away from. Treat it as disgusting, something despicable. The idol. And this way, the person will be, shall we say, his life will be made easier, shall we say, that he will not be drawn towards Avodah Zarah. His drive towards spirituality will not draw him towards Avodah Zarah, because he's created a barrier between himself and the Avodah Zarah by treating the Avodah Zarah as something despicable.
All right, and my response to that is that
we don't have, first of all, I want to make a point. Nowadays, we don't have a Yetzer Hara for Avodah Zarah. So that's why we don't feel anything. When we see an Avodah Zarah, we don't feel any, like a drive, an urge, a lust towards that Avodah Zarah, because we don't have it. It's gone.
I disagree.
What? Okay.
The whole generation.
Time. Anyway, let's
my
move on.
generation.
Huh?
Driven by the desire for spirituality.
Right. The hippies.
That's why we took
stuff.
drugs. That's why we went to Woodstock. That was a powerful motivating force. People went to India and dropped out of society and put on togas and lived in mountains. Many of them were Jewish. That was a drive for spirituality.
So let me make a point. But it didn't come in an urge as how shall I say it, a drive in the same way as a person has an urge, a drive for food, let's say, or he has a drive for money, or he has a drive for a sexual drive. It's not the same. A person can create a spiritual urge, a spiritual desire for Avodah Zarah. He can create it. That's true. I'm not denying that. But it's not something which comes naturally, as the other urges do. Okay, I don't want to...
Getting back to the point.
Yeah.
When you say to me that tchotchke is an abomination, it's disgusting, my response is that what you have said is false. You may have good intentions of why you're making a false statement, because you want to stay far away from it. You want to recognize that it's a terrible thing, and so on and so forth. But that doesn't change the fact that what you're saying is false. And the signet of Hashem is truth. Hashem tells us, don't do what's false.
Yeah, let
Stay
me
far
make
away
a
from
point.
Sheker.
I don't want to continue with this discussion because I don't want to leave off the subjects where we followed from before. But I just make a point. Just like example, you see that something, an object, some food, let's say, right? It looks perfectly normal to you on the outside. Okay? Then something informs you that this is full of radiation. If you eat it, you're going to be full of gamma rays, right? And it's going to poison you. What would you say to that person?
Don't eat it.
What?
Don't eat it.
Right, but I'm saying, you say, prove it to me. You know, the way I see it, I don't see anything wrong with it at all.
I would not say it's disgusting, because I'm just as likely to drive him to look at it and say, it's not disgusting, that guy's crazy, I'm eating it, as I would to drive him to not touching it.
Okay, so I tell you what, and what I'm saying is not, the thing is, it's based on pasuk. The pasuk in I'll refer you chapter and verse. Devarim, chapter 7, pasuk 26.
Devarim.
Sorry?
Devarim 7:26.
Yeah. Okay? You
All right,
look
I'll
at the
look it
pasuk
up.
there and see what the Mefarshim say over there, and then we can discuss it further.
All right, in Mitzvah Hashem, I'll look it up.
Okay,
Thank you.
fine, let's go. We are up to, we hadn't finished the Rashi, I believe, over here. Im Beni Im Yitzchak. Oh, maybe we did.
No, I think we just got to that. I
Have
think we might have read the pasuk.
We definitely read pasuk Yud, because we got, and half of it.
Yeah, according to
Is
my note, we were just about to start the Rashi.
I see. Okay.
And I think it's
Who is it?
Meir's turn to read.
Okay, kaf all of you. So it's im beni im Yitzchak, with my son, with Yitzchak.
Rashi's bothered.
Yeah.
Why the double expression? What Sarah was saying to Avram, my son is not going to inherit together with the son of this maidservant. So she could have just said, with my son. Why she said, with my son, with Yitzchak. Okay, says Rashi.
Okay, so let's see what Rashi says. It says, Mikevan shehu beni, since he's my son, afilu im eino hagun b'yitzchak. So what, even if there isn't a, I'm not sure what hagun is.
Worthy.
Worthy. So even if he wasn't as worthy as Yitzchak?
Meaning Yitzchak was a tzaddik. Okay, so
Right.
even if mere fact he's my son, okay, and she's comparing that Yitzchak is her son, meaning she comes from Sarah, and Yishmael was born from Hagar,
Okay, right.
and the two of them can't be compared.
Okay. Oh, Hagon ki Yitzchak. Or if he was only as worthy as Yitzchak. Filu Eino B'ni.
Meaning, even if Yitzchak was, in other words, the question is, she's saying 2 points. In other words, Yitzchak has 2 strikes in favor. Merely the fact that he's my son and Yishmael is the son of Hagar, that already, and so I want to add a point over here. The mere fact that he's the son of Hagar would not necessarily have disqualified him. But the point is, she's saying that his bad traits, right, come from his mother. So therefore, you can't compare. In other words, therefore, I object that my son, who comes from me, right, will inherit together with the son of this woman. Okay? And in addition, that's my son, whoever he may be. And certainly, the fact that he's Yitzchak and he's a tzaddik, therefore, certainly, this Yitzchak, who's a tzaddik, is not going to inherit together, or shall we say, Yishmael is not going to inherit with Yitzchak. So she's saying 2 reasons why Yishmael shouldn't be have any inheritance in Abraham's property. Number 1, he's the son of Hagar, and Yitzchak is my son. My son. And number 2, he's Yitzchak, and Hagar's son is Yishmael, and that you can't compare the 2 of them either. Yishmael is acting like a Rasha, and Yitzchak is a tzaddik.
Okay, so right. So there's a Kal V'chomer. Im B'ni, im Yitzchak, Shetehem Bo. So
he has 2 strikes in his favor.
Okay, so he has the qualities that 1, he's Sarah's son, and 2, that he's worthy.
Right.
Okay.
In his own right. He's worthy in his own right. And well, the main point is that Yishmael is not worthy for 2 reasons. 1, he's the son of Hagar, and this number 2, he's in Silver Russia. Okay. Let's go on to Pasuk Yud Aleph.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to read? Okay, sorry.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
But that wasn't the whole Rashi.
I know the other rest of the Rashi we did yesterday.
Oh,
no?
Okay, fine. I'm with you. Vayera ha davar ma'od be'enei Avraham al odos bano. So let's see. And this matter distressed Avraham very much. It was very distressing in Abraham's eyes, concerning what is odos?
Regarding.
Oh, regarding his son.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 11. So Rashi says, Alodos Bano, regarding his son, Shama, for he heard Sheyatza Litarbus Ra'a, that he had gone forth to evil behavior, i.e., he had adopted evil behavior. Ufshuto, and its simple meaning is al she'omeres lo, regarding her telling him l'shalcho, to send him away. So he was very distressed about the fact that Yishmael was going off the derech. That's the hidden meaning.
No, that's the pshuto. Is the straightforward meaning.
Pshuto is that he was distressed because she said send him away.
Right.
But the hidden meaning is that he was distressed because he understood that that Yishmael was going off the derech.
Right. Okay. Let's go on to pasuk 12.
Okay, you'd bet. Vayomer, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Vayomer, Elokim el Avraham, al Yera beinecha al Hanahar, v'al amatecha kol asher tomar elecha Sarah Shema b'kola, ki v'yitzchak yikarei lecha Zara. Okay, so Hashem said to Avraham, let's see, right, what, don't fear over
Yera beinecha. Do not how should I say it?
That's not fear.
Translate a bit, 1 second. Do not be upset.
Oh, don't be upset. Oh, okay.
About the boy and about your maidservant.
Right. Says, so whatever Sarah tells you, listen to her voice, since Yitzchak will be, since through Yitzchak, okay, will offspring be considered yours. So Yitzchak's going to pass on the generations, I guess. Okay. So there's one Rashi. It says Shema b'kola. Okay, listen to her voice. Lamadnu, we learn Shaya Avraham Tafo Lasara.
V'nevius.
Big Nevi'ut. So Abraham was second to Sarah in prophecy.
So I don't hear you clearly, sorry.
Oh, okay. Maybe I got to get closer. It's I think it's saying that that we learn that Abraham was second to Sarah,
right,
in prophecy, in stating prophecy, I guess.
Okay. Fine, let's go on to the next pasuk, which what that means is prophecy l'chora is how shall we say, a result, not quite a result is the right word. Prophecy is given to a person on the level of his closeness and we say dveikus in English, is
Attachment?
who?
Attachment?
Attachment, yeah, maybe that's the right word. On the level of his closeness and attachment to Hashem. And it's saying on over here that the Chayra, it's indicating that Sarah in that respect was closer to Hashem than even Avram Avinu. Okay. Let's go on to Pasuk Yud Gimel. Hello.
V'gam es ben ha'ama l'goy si menu ki zar acha hu. And also the son of the slave woman, the female slave, I will make a nation because he is your offspring. No Rashi on that one. Vayash came Avraham baboker vayikach lechem v'chemas mayim vayitain el Hagar sam al shichma v'es hayeled v'yishalcheha vayishalcheha vatelech vatesa b'midbar be'er shava. Okay, so Abraham arose in the morning and he took bread and a skin of water and he gave it to Hagar. He gave them to Hagar, and he placed on her shoulder, he placed them on her shoulder,
right?
And the boy and he sent her to travel.
Yeah, okay. So he sent her on her way.
He sent her on her way. And she strayed in the wilderness of Beersheba.
Went and wandered in the desert of Beersheba. Right.
Now it's interesting that up until now it's been referring to her as the slave woman. All of a sudden it switches to calling her Hagar.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Rashi says this: the bread and the skin of water, lo kesef, but not money. Vizahav. I'm sorry,
Gold,
but not
not
silver
silver,
and not gold. Because the fi shehaya son o. Because there was hatred.
Avram hated him.
Al sheyatza, for having gone forth the sarbus ra'ah, to evil behavior. That's
Okay.
very surprising, because it says in Pasuk 11 that
Right, he was
distressed
upset.
regarding his son.
Right. But nevertheless, I guess he accepted Sarah's opinion. First of all, it could be Hagufi was distressed by the fact that his son had now fallen on bad ways.
But for a parent to hate a child is very unusual, and for Abraham,
Yes, but it's
Baal
interesting.
Chesed, it seems very difficult to understand.
Yeah, I would just say more, and this is not an uncommon feeling, is the parent doesn't hate the child; he hates the way the child behaves.
Right. Well, it doesn't actually say he hated the child. It says there was hatred.
Hated him. You're right.
Oh, son. Oh, he hated him. Him.
Right. I'm sure
That implies Ishmael.
Yeah. Okay. I hear it's a bit of a question. Right. I don't know.
The Es Hayeled and the boy, Af Hayeled, also the boy, Sam al Shichma, he placed on her shoulder. Isn't he a little
Don't
old
forget,
to be riding on his shoulder? Isn't he like
at this
14?
point, Ishmael was at least 16, not older.
Yeah, he's a little bit big to be riding on his mother's shoulders.
Right. So that's what Rashi says. Rashi explains why.
Okay, so Rashi goes on. She nisa bo Sarah ayin hara. That Sarah implanted. Shehich nisa means implanted.
Yeah.
In him, the evil eye.
Right. I just translate simply. Sarah had cast an evil eye upon him.
Cast it upon him. Okay. Va'acha zatu va'acha zatu chama, and a fever took hold of him.
Gripped him.
Gripped him.
Yeah, it's the same thing. And then just linguistically, it sounds better. And a fever gripped him, and he could not walk.
Velo yachol lech birag lav. He was not able to walk on his feet.
Right. He was too weak.
We're running out of time. I hope we can go over this, because this does not make any sense at all to me. But Tay saw, and she went and strayed. Chazra the Gilule Beis Aviha. She went back to the idols of her father's household.
And that is derived from the word Vatesa.
But Tesa, she strayed.
Straight. That means it indicates that she strayed off the right path, meaning not just physically but spiritually.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow we can discuss this thing about the evil eye.
Oh, the evil eye.
To me at all.
Okay, there is, okay, again, we go back to our radiation example. But anyway, we'll discuss it tomorrow, Bezat Hashem.
All right,
Okay?
thank you, Rabbi.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeshikayach, Lou.
Go to be well.
Baruch Tiyeh, Yasher Koach to you too.
Baruch Tiyeh.
Thank you.
Okay.